unfit for human consumption. Carcass. Well, here's the deal. You might have to go on to the next one if super heavy's not your thing. This is at the limit of my heavy appreciation scale. And then it's a step over. I watched Maverick last night, and it turns out you're supposed to stop at 10G, not 10.1. They told them. And then if you introduce a problematic nature of going over the mark, then go over the mark, the ship's always going to blow up. That being said, I might blow up because this is going to be past my 10 Mach level. I took it. Ange and I both thought it was a decent remake of the first one, updated and fan service galore. I could see why it made $1 billion. Okay, that's enough of that in my evening last night. This is, to admit, might be. I just like Swan Song. I want to move beyond that. I want to not be so hypercritical of heavier stuff because I like 6 Feet Under. I like Swan Song. I like some other heavy vocals. So I have to expand my tastes. I don't have to. I want to. Well, because of the crunchy nature, the sound, the tonality, I just think, and then these lyrics are effing crazy. Yeah, you need yourself a medical dictionary to follow along. So instead of getting worried about something, I think this is like a scientist's nightmare dream come true, set to some brutal music. And I gotta say, I hope I'm a fan. Okay. All right, yep, this is perfect. Now I really, really like this. Holy shit, look at this. I was bitching about this or talking or ranting about this the other day, but in the warehouse or right now, if I go next, it's how the first transistor worked. Because I'm going down some weird rabbit holes on the side. We're starting over. Okay, this is fantastic. I think the medical industry is a bunch of crooked witch-burning a-holes. And the fact that this is all like horror, medicine, and crazy shit all in one, I can handle that. A little less Renaissance demonology and more modern horror stories I'm cool with. I was just referencing another thing earlier. I think it was the Chris Webby. Ange and I just found out about the birth defect. That they gave all the medication that's bad to individuals, poisoning them, and then, basically sham hearings. I'm so tired of people in suits scamming their way through life with lawyers. Just pointing that out. Pointing out that any 30-year-old person, you better do better. Because history says your type is actually problematic and crooked and would sell their own family to the glue factory to make a buck. I'm just saying. History says crooked people gain power and then do more crooked shit. Fuck, prove us wrong. Do something good with it all for a change. Because history's not kind. Oh, that's fucking brutal. Oh, this won't be hard. Actually, this is working out better than I hoped. Rollen is definitely going to be willing to unlock Carcass's entire catalog for himself and the couple people who are going to enjoy it. I noticed that the cleaver stands out. I don't know my medical equipment at all. I don't go to doctors much. But the cleaver, that one's rough. I can see the application, just like the bone saw with the Carcass logo on it. That's really cool. And yeah, it's very cool. And then it lets me know that that Suicide Squad Joker scene, that wasn't fresh. Just another rehash of it. I'm not saying this is fresh, but it's you can always track back and see where an idea comes from, and it turns out half of the ideas aren't even our own lifetime. Oh yeah, no, there's a bullet right there. Oh, I actually I find, is that another bullet? Oh yeah, no, I think that's this is a visual feast for someone like me, because I look at all that stuff and then just start imagining application. Holy smokes. Oh. Ooh, yeah, I really like this a lot. I'm happy I'm doing this. And then I realized what this band can help me talk about. We don't get to go down spirit cooking and, the cannibal stuff much. But it turns out there's a whole group within the weird cult world that embraces that shit. Maybe we'll have to reach out to the light and pull some clarity onto some of that stuff too, because honestly, if the end game is like Soylent Green, no, once again, no. At no point can we turn the dystopian tales into reality. I mean, is that somehow flawed logic to people? I'm so curious, because it appears there's this 25% bubble that just wants, oh God, Daddy government, govern me harder. Oppress me harder, Daddy. Please, Mama, give me my stipend. My handout. That's acceptable? Isn't that like the direct path to the dystopian future? Oh yeah, no. Carcass is definitely going to be the band. So that was actually very cool. I really like that, and I will admit that I was just too reluctant to. I know they come even heavier than that. So, I mean, I'm going to find my threshold and keep pushing past it. That was really cool for me. I liked it. Unfit for human consumption. You know, any sort of, you know, don't eat, don't eat oneself. Just saying. I don't think it's a bad idea. You know, and if it stayed out of the fridge too long, it's a green. Stay away from it. No. And then, honestly, you might need a dictionary because there is just a lot of horrible words in that song. But all what's a medically, basically. Mm, ha! That's cool. That's crazy. That was Carcass. Later.